think it's a journey that I will always cherish, and it will be part of my memory because having spent 16 years in the Lagos House of Assembly, that's a fourth-timer, it shows that probably a better part of my life was spent in this assembly. Proud to join the assembly now. I work in the petroleum sector for about 11, 12 years. Thereafter, I joined the assembly, but what is very, very memorable has to do with the fact that the warmth, the cohesiveness of the house, and value for money, which is basically what moves me, and that's why when it comes to issues about us on application of resources to meeting the needs and aspiration of the people, I don't economize and I don't have any reservation. I will say it as it is, because we are there to represent people. That's our number one function as representative, and whatever comes to my constituency and my constituents obviously gladdens my heart, because they are the one that thought it wise to choose me, and they had that belief in me, and I need to reciprocate that gesture. And that's the reason why the cohesiveness of the house, especially Lagos House of Assembly, has been the moving force for me and for some of our colleagues who have the same disposition to use and who believe in God and who believe in humanity. And that when I came in 2007, I was coming, I know I left as division manager in Rwanda, and when I came here, I thought probably the house I'm going by my background and stuff like that, it is going to be an easy ride. But obviously it is not. It's a new world that I'm new. That I was first the Chairman's Committee on Tourism. I said, what do you have to do with tourism and intergovernmental relations? But then, if you are multi-talented and you are somebody that always crave for knowledge, wherever you are, in as much as you want to contribute, it's not what you want to get from the system, but what you want to contribute. And I could remember vividly then, Commissioner then was Senator Afikuyemi. We have running battle with federal government on issues of borders on censor. You know, we have our video censor board, and they have their, yes, then issues of borders on what does the Constitution say about tourism. We were saying that it's a concurrent list. It has nothing to do with exclusive list, and then each state is supposed now to use its own resources with a view to expanding the tourism potentials. You know, remember then we were talking about having film city in Badagry because of the tradition and its place during the period of slave trade. We went there. We went to the point of no return. We saw what and what in terms of monument. We saw Barracuda, where they were keeping the slaves, where they were anchored them. We saw the then #1 slave trader in Badagry. And we thought we needed to expand that, and it's going to be a tourism attraction to a lot of people. But then, federal government had a run but with us. To an extent that there was a call for an arrest of myself and Senator Tokumbo Afikuyemi. But then, Babaru Shehu at the end of the day will resolve it, and we were able to resolve a lot of things. But today, when I retrospect and look at what transpired, and if we're able to resolve that, then the issue of bastardizing our culture by the latest film of Lagos gang, yeah, that the Awayo, which is our own culture and we cherish a lot, now became a tool for destruction. I think if it had been censored, that wouldn't have seen the light of life. And those were the things we had in mind when we were fighting for our Lagos State Census Board to be autonomous, and that's an authority. That any film that is taking place in Lagos must be censored by that board, and there must be tax as well. So in one place, we want to put in place control, so nobody can just come in and be sending junks, things that will not allow our children to imbibe moral instruction or things that destroy our cultural heritage. Those were the things we were considering. Those were the rationale for that. But unfortunately, you know, this dichotomy of federal and state governments has taken a lot from us, and that is the reason why, whether I'm still in government or not, we'll still be clamoring for true federalism, where the states we have autonomy and where the constitution will be reviewed. We have about 66 items under exclusive list and to about 34 under concurrence. And when you have about 29 in residual, you keep asking. Things like defense is supposed to be under exclusive. Things like aviation supposed to be under concurrence. Things like prison supposed to be under concurrence. You can see lately, the Minister for Interior said they cannot afford to feed the prisoners. It's a correctional center, each state should do that. But then they didn't allow us. They were holding on to it tenaciously. Even in places where we have the beaches, we have the lagoon, we have the seaport, and they come on a daily basis to destroy our roads. And that was when we promulgated. Fortunately, I was the chairman committee that did that wharf landing bill. But today, they are still harassing us. They didn't allow them. We were just trying to get some peanuts. But if they had allowed, or whatever is accrued from that activity and operation in our seaports, Lagos is supposed to get a fraction of it. Ditto stamp duty, ditto VAT, a lot of injustices that we just thought that I cannot just keep quiet, we still need to be fighting, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Another issue that give me a great concern is today. Lagos State contributes about 55–56% to the GDP of Nigeria. And what is coming back to us is less than 13%. And we need to ask ourselves, the seventh economy after Nigeria is Lagos. Lagos' economy is even greater than that of Ghana, let alone talk about Togo, or you could talk about Burkina Faso. So it's an economy that you must not play around with. For Nigeria to be great, Nigeria must not play with Lagos State. Just like when you're talking about America, US will not play with California because that's the second state after America. And the GDP of California is even more than that of Nigeria. So those are the considerations. We look at what will help you. Lagos is Nigerian helper. And that's the reason why Lagos must be given special status. We will not keep quiet on that. Today, Washington is still getting. No, New York is still getting it. They moved the capital to Washington, but the economic barometer of America today is still California and New York. And as a former capital, it's still getting 30% of whatever is accrued today, nationally, to help to develop. And today, economically, Lagos is the capital of Nigeria. Aesthetically, Lagos is the capital of Nigeria. Population-wise, Lagos State is still the capital of Nigeria. Ethnic presence, Lagos State is still the capital of Nigeria. There is no ethnic man or woman that is not represented in Lagos. And whosoever is coming in to rule this nation, I'm not talking about whether you're Yoruba man or someone or Igbo man, but we must be able to give what is to Lagos for us to be able to have a Nigeria of our dreams. Without Lagos, Nigeria cannot survive.
Okay, sir.
You talked about the low moment. Yes, it was so.